Today is June 9th, and you guys should be reading Proverbs 11 through 13, Psalm 8, and Romans 13. And just as a reminder, the book of Proverbs is all about wise sayings. It likes to compare fools to wise people, and it's a really great book about how to live your life well, focusing on being wise and making good decisions. And while I was reading the 3 chapters for today's reading, one thing stuck out for me in a couple of these verses, and it was all about community. It was all about how we have to have people around us to help us be more wise, so we can encourage each other and take care of each other. The first one of these that I noticed was Proverbs 12, verse 15, and it says, "The way of fools seems right to them, but the wise listen to advice." Well, you can't have advice from other people if you don't have other people around you. And so this verse is a great reminder that we have to have wise people to surround us and to encourage us and to give us advice. Because without advice, we're more likely to make a wrong decision or a decision without thinking everything through and not knowing all of the consequences. So just having people around you to give you advice is really helpful. Another one that stood out to me was Proverbs 12, verse 25, that says, "Anxiety weighs down the heart, but a kind word cheers it up." And the Bible's filled with passages that says, "Do not worry, do not be anxious." But that's really, really hard to do. And this Proverbs is a great reminder that when we speak kindness into other people's lives, it helps them. We don't always know what they're going through, but kind words, encouraging words always cheers people up. I mean, it cheers me up, that's for sure. And having a community around you for when you're struggling and getting those kind words to you is really helpful. But you don't get to hear kind words and you don't get to share kind words if you're not in a community of other people. And finally, the other verse that I really stuck out to me was chapter 13, verse 20, and says, "Walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm." And that's just a great reminder. When we walk with other believers, with other Christ followers, they help build us up in Christ, help us to be more like Him, to be more loving and kind-hearted. But when we walk with people away from Christ, we're drawn away from Him. And it's just a really important thing that we know who we're surrounded by and who we become more like. The people we surround ourselves with are the people we tend to be like. And so we should be surrounding ourselves with a community of believers. And so I challenge you guys today to think about your community, the people you spend the most time with. Are they believers? Are they encouraging you to be more Christ-like? Or are they taking you away from Christ, drawing you away from Him? So I encourage you guys to think about that and to really consider. Until next time, you are sent.